Live coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail is presented by AmFirst Credit Union and sponsored by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, Jax, Garmin, Rapala, VMC, Crush City, Pro Guide Batteries, Mountain Dew, American Bait Works, TH Marine, and fishalabama.org.
Hello, friends and neighbors, and welcome to Day 2 of the 2024 Alabama Bass Trail Championship here at Lay Lake, presented by Phoenix Boats. It's going to be a very fun afternoon on this third Saturday in October. We're going to hand out over $100,000 in cash to some lucky anglers and $50,000 going to our first place team today. But before we start weighing bass, we're going to kick things off like we do at each and every Alabama Bass Trail event by honoring this great nation with the playing of our national anthem. 171 anglers qualified for this event through the ABT North Division and the ABT South. And there will only be one champion of the year. We had 1740 yesterday from Nicholas Turner and Joe Lay to take the lead, with Fisher and Ryan Anaya in second with 1726 right on their heels. Let's weigh some bass. J.D. Perez, Kevin Gibson, boat number 5 up right now. You need about 30 pounds for the lead.
I don't think that's going to happen today, but
5 for 808. Did you have fun out there on Lay Lake?
we had fun today, and I got to correct my statement from yesterday. I got the greatest partner in the world. I will never, have anybody else in the boat with me except for him. He's my brother.
You were giving him a hard time yesterday when he was up here.
Trust me, I can give him a hard time today too, but no. The water's turning over. You can see it when you're running this morning. You can see the bubbles. You can see everything on top. So usually when that happens, the fishing gets tough out here. So, but, the jig bite was on yesterday. Today it's not on. That's what I was catching them on yesterday. So today it was a shaky head and a couple of jig fish. So it was a good day out there. Had fun. And I'm glad we did better this year than we've had in the past. We ended up 20. We were 24th overall for the year, and that's the best we've ever done. So I'm happy and waiting for next year.
Constantly improving. That's the name of the game. Thank you guys for fishing with us. Boat number 25, Jeremy Sanders and Kelly Treese. 2 today for 481. You got a good-looking hat on, though.
Oh, yeah. Go Vols, baby.
I'm going to let you say it because there's a lot of mean looks out here when I say it. But go ahead. Say it one more time.
Go Vols.
Okay. I like it. Third Saturday in October. We may or may not have that up here on the stage. We're going to, John Simpson, we're going to be a little distracted.
We are.
Boat number 21, Paul Ernest and Chris Swindle. And I'm hearing we're going to weigh one for Mountain Dew Big Bass. How big is it?
I'd say it's 5 something anyway.
I like the sound of that. All right, 1180 on 5 fish. Where did that big one bite to come into the boat today? Yesterday, nobody would tell me anything. It's day 2. Let out all the secrets.
There ain't many secrets anymore, but maybe there's just one.
Come on, you're tight-lipped on day 2. I mean, what type bait was it?
Swim jig.
All right, on swim jig. 509, going to be your Mountain Dew Big Bass so far for day 2. Hold that rascal up right here, that fat rascal for Jared out front and for Jason Duran right there. A 509. Not easy to come by on Lay Lake right now. Those quality fish have been playing hard to get for a lot of our anglers. James DeMoss, Eric Fuller had 1262 yesterday. They're going to add 4 to that today for 864, just one shy of a limit. A little tougher today.
Yeah, it was tougher today. We caught a lot of fish yesterday, and we just couldn't get the good bites. Today, they just dried up. I mean, it was a grind. It was a grind.
We were out there running around doing ABT Live. That's definitely what we saw up until 11 o'clock today, me, Jason Duran, Darian Craig. So a lot tougher. Something changed. Sometimes these fish get a little crazy.
I don't know. Something has definitely changed just in the last 2 or 3 days, because practice was great. Couldn't ask for anything any better, but it's just fell off since practice. But that's fishing. I'm sure all this pressure and everything's probably had a whole lot to do with the way the fish have turned. How they've turned off.
Well, these bass get fished for 365 days in Alabama by some of the best, just like you guys. And great year. We look forward to seeing you next season. Boat number 17, William Nichols and Jake Young, 1405 yesterday. Going to add another great limit to that, 1237. Great job, man.
Thank you, sir. Yesterday, able to get a couple good or decent bites flipping first thing. This morning, unfortunately, we were unable to get them, so kind of had to resort to scoping, and we didn't have quite the day we did yesterday.
Just a couple pounds off, though. Sometimes on day 2, things slide the other way. We just talked to the gentleman right there, slid the other way, but 12.5 pounds. That's going to have you guys right there at 2642. Great event. How'd you catch those?
Like I said, the first day we mixed in a little bit of flipping, a little bit of scoping, able to coil late in the day. Today, pretty much strictly scoping everything.
So we're flipping gator grass, water willow, docks. What's the plan?
It's really specific ordeal this week. It's like a water willow, but it had to be very clean. It couldn't be the matted up stuff. Everything we caught during practice, everything during the tournament was out of the real clean water willow and just punching 1 ounce weight, beaver style bait.
All right. I like that detail. See, great job. Congrats to you guys right there. Boat number 9, Philip Harrell and Clint Gilbertson coming up next. They had 1072 yesterday, and we're going to add another 5-fish limit to that today. 5 that are going to go 743, so just off the pace a little bit from where you were yesterday. But did you have a good time here at the ABT Championship?
Yeah, this is an awesome lake, somewhat overwhelming because so much looks good. Went down our first spot. All the fish were small. We had to really go finesse. Went back down river to fish some trees. They just weren't there, and we finally figured out there was a flip bite about an hour and a half ago when we turned on the Carolina-Oklahoma game, and yep, Carolina crushed Oklahoma.
Things you won't hear a lot in an Alabama Bass Trail, Carolina-Oklahoma football talk. Sir, it's the 3rd Saturday in October. We don't have time for all that. Frank Bradfield, Tyler Morgan, boat 23, had 14-16 yesterday, and they're going to add 10-79. Great tournament for you guys.
It was all right. Yesterday exceeded our expectations a little, and 11 pounds what we thought we'd go catch. We just didn't get a big bite, but we left them biting. They're biting this afternoon, so the weights are going to go up.
We saw that yesterday. Later in the later flight seemed to bring in the heavier weights for sure. Why do you think that is?
I think the cold, the sun, it just heats up. We fished shallow all week, and, it took the second half of the days when we got our better bites both days.
Now, we've heard flipping, we've heard live scoping, but what is your choice up shallow? How did you catch the shallow lake bass this week?
We caught them flipping. I was actually flipping an untamed tackle, a breacher jig, and in willow-grass, and then chatterbait.
We love it. That sounds like a good time. Thank you guys for fishing with us. Great event right there. Bradfield and Morgan in second place right now with 24.95. Boat 13, James Scott, Kenny Carroll had 7-11 yesterday. Going to add a better day today, 5 for 10.55. Can't complain about that.
No, this afternoon got a little better. So it was kind of rough this morning, starting out again, but it got a little better as the day went on and picked up a little bit. So
Would you like to blame the fog delay? A lot of people like to blame Kay. That was actually Jason Duran's decision to have a fog delay. So if you want to blame Jason, he's right there. Go ahead.
No, we weren't catching any fish early anyway, so it didn't bother us. But
He appreciates that.
we'd like to have the time to try anyway.
Yeah, just another hour. We appreciate you guys fishing with us. Great job this week and this season. Jason Duran is the assistant to the assistant tournament director now officially. Russell Sapp, Logan Sims, day one weight of 10-11, adding 5 more, 10-18. Just a hair more today. Consistency.
Yeah, I know it. Wish we could have put a few more things together, but it didn't happen, so it is what it is, part of fishing.
How'd you guys approach Lay Lake this week?
We did a bunch of different things. We scoped, we flipped. Yesterday we just had like I said yesterday, we just had a rough day going down the lake, and then we made a transition and came back up, ended up catching all of our fish, didn't have nothing in the boat till 11:30. Today we stayed up this direction and put a limit in the boat early, just hoping to get a bigger bite, and never did till 5-6 minutes ago before we came in, and left them biting, so here's what it is.
It's never fun when you got to get in. We appreciate you guys. Great job this week. Boat number 10, Steve Fincher, Austin Rich, had 10.99 yesterday. Improvement today, 5 for 12.61. Great job. What led to that turnaround?
Man, yesterday we fished a lot of history. We live here, so we were trying to make them bite where they wasn't. And today we just got off the bank, started scoping, and got lucky. So,
what's the preferred scoping bait for Lay Lake for you guys today?
Jerkbait was the deal. We tried to ping them in, but wind picked up. They just wouldn't bite it. So jerkbait was really the deal for us. But a little better than yesterday, so we can't complain. So.
Absolutely great tournament. Guys are going to be right there in that paycheck line, I would say, with that kind of weight. Boat number 6, Trip Nugent and Merrill Deering. They had 6.15 yesterday. Going to add 5 for 9.62. Got to love it when the weight goes up.
We do, but we still couldn't get the big bites, which wasn't what we planned. But it was nice for us to be able to come out here and fish this year and finish the top 75 in our division. So we're blessed to have the opportunity to win $50,000.
No doubt about it, and you'll have another opportunity next year, 2025, and we'll see you there. Boat number 12, Brent Crow fished by himself yesterday for 13.82. Jimmy Mason joining the party today, and they're going to add 5 for 10.05. 10.05 right there, Jimmy. I mean, he caught him a little better without you. I mean, I've known both of you guys a long time. I hate to give you a hard time, but, I mean, do you think you slowed him down today?
I mean, I was sitting there in the back of the boat several times thinking he might have been doing better without me there, but you know, we fished out, and it's hard sometimes when you're scoping. One person's just as good as two, you know.
Exactly. I asked him yesterday, I said, does Jimmy provide great snacks, great moral support, fishing skills? I mean, all the above, and he did compliment you and say it was all the above.
That's right. No, it was a lot tougher today. You know, the way he caught a ton of keepers yesterday, and it wasn't like that today.
Brent, what do you think the difference was today? Why the weight fell off a little bit?
I'm not sure. Yesterday, I scoped the whole time, practice, tournament, everything, and yesterday caught them all on jig head minnow, the new Berkeley hybrid jig head, in about 6 different minnows. And today I wound up having to catch them on a spoon. And they just wouldn't react. And you know, in live scope, I watched, I don't know, 500 bass swim around in one pocket and with about 2 million shad. And you know, it's hard to get them to eat a fake shad when there's that many live shad around. But they you know, I told Jimmy there's a difference between biting and feeding, because they were feeding today, but they wasn't biting.
Sounds like it, but you guys are having a great event, great season as usual. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see y'all down the road. Y'all be safe getting home. Boat number 7, Trinity Mealer, Max Haygood, 9.85 on day one. They're going to add 4 for 5.90 today. You shaking your head?
Hey, I wasn't going to come up here with a 0. I done had a couple buddies of mine said, I ain't fishing today. I'm going home. I ain't that way. I'm a Georgia dog, baby. I finished the drill, you know.
Speaking of that, big game tonight. What's your prediction on that Georgia-Texas game?
It's going to be a close one, man. 28-24.
Okay, I like it. I will never say go dogs, but I'll let you say it.
Go dogs, baby.
Hey, now run to the truck, quick.
One thing, babe, I'm coming home. Love you. Thank you for letting me fish all year. It was a blessing even getting here. So, I mean, maybe next time we got a lot more of these things to do. So
50,000 reasons to come back. We'll see you next year. Thank you for fishing with us. Tim Peak, Byron Smith, both 27 yesterday, 839. Going to add 4 for 643. Today, a little bit tougher day.
Yeah, I had the fifth one on a couple times, but it wouldn't help much. You know what I mean?
A little stingy on Lay Lake.
4 days fishing by yourself, had too much time to think. You know what I mean?
I understand. Get to questioning every decision, right?
Yeah, made me realize I'm not 20 years old no more. I got a 20-year-old mind, a 67-year-old body. You know?
Sometimes they don't mesh up.
That's right. That's right. Enjoyed it though.
We appreciate you guys being with us here on the Alabama Bass Trail. And see you next season. Brett Harrell and Tyler Smart, 5 yesterday for 1376. And I'm hearing they got a good bag, and they do. Your new leaders with 17-15. Brett Harrell and Tyler Smart going all the way to the top of that Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard. Holy cow, way to just come in here and bust up the game on the final day.
Yes, we're glad to have them. It was tough out there today.
It didn't look like it. 17-15. There's a lot of people that would argue with you that it was tough for you boys.
Well, we probably didn't catch but 7 or 8 fish all day. About lunch, we just scrapped everything and just went fishing. Fished the bank and went flipping and caught that big one about 2 o'clock. So,
going to weigh one for Mountain Dew. But, ooh, I saw that. What's it going to weigh? What's your guess?
It should be close to 6.
Close to 6. Let's go. Here we go. 590 on a Mountain Dew Big Bass. I bet that was an exciting moment in the boat. What did that beast bite?
It was a bit of flipping bait in the grass.
We're hearing a lot of flipping this afternoon.
Yeah, we caught them on chatterbait some yesterday, and it just didn't happen today. We fished all of our good stretches, and just wasn't nothing going on, so we went flipping.
Well, we got a 2-day total of 30.91. Is that enough for $50,000?
It's not enough, but we're glad to have it.
It's going to scare it to death. Let's hold up.
Good job, guys.
These beautiful Lay Lake bass, flipping and chatterbaiting. Goodness gracious, look at that beautiful Lay Lake largemouth. Hold them up out here for Jared and right here for Jason Duran. Your new leaders, Brett Harrell and Tyler Smart, 30.91. We talked about it on Live Alive. We had the top 15. The weights were really tight. The possibility, John Simpson, of somebody being able to come from down there in that pack and adding 17-15 to 13.76 will get it done.
Yeah, it will. Like we talked about it this morning. Somebody catch a big fish like that, and it'll go a long way today.
No doubt about it. We're going to keep things rolling here on this final day of this ABT championship. Boat 35, Terry Stevens and Gabe Aldridge. 10:48 on day one. Going to add 5 more today for 9:28. So just a little off your pace from yesterday.
I'm on them, son. I'm talking about killing them.
You need some of those 6-pounders. I mean, you probably already knew that.
One fish that weighed almost what my 5 weighed. I mean,
a weigh-in will make you feel bad sometimes, won't it?
Like every time I cross the stage.
Same, buddy. Same. Appreciate you guys fishing with us.
Boat 39, sir.
Boat 39, Alex Pruitt and Calvin Reese. Come on with it out there. 12.50 yesterday. Going to add 3 for 4.61. You're giving the thumbs down. Whose fault was it that there wasn't a limit?
He jinxed us.
What, you jinxed it?
Well, no, I didn't jinx us. We just couldn't get bid. So.
Are you ready to blame Darian? Is that what you want to do? Blame Darian Craig? Go ahead.
Well, hey, Darian should have made sure we caught some fish today.
I will have a talk with him. Jason Duran caused the fog delay, and Darian caused you guys not to catch any fish. It was not mine, Miss Kay's fault, or John Simpson's.
Hey, well, one thing I did want to say, we do appreciate what all the people do that work with Miss Kay. I think they do a great job. I mean, they may not get the credit, but they do a wonderful job, and we do appreciate it.
We appreciate you guys being here. We'll see you next year. The ABT family is just that, a big family, and we're proud to all be a part of it. The Fulgrams coming up here, Jeffrey and Jacob. Boat 44, they had 9.29 yesterday, 5 for 6.35 today. Just a little tough day on you.
It was tough. Them big bites are hard to come by.
Yeah, sometimes it looks easy at the weigh-in stage, right? 590 comes across 17 pounds, but we were out there on the water, and it's a little grimy.
I need to go with you so you show me how to do it.
You need to go with somebody other than me. There's a reason I talk on a microphone about fishing, and I don't fish these tournaments because I can't catch them like you guys can.
Y'all hiring because I make.
Miss Kay, is there an application process here? Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be back, so we haven't done employee reviews yet. Thank you, guys. Bama, Tennessee is 0-0 for anybody that wants to know. 0-0. And we've got the Lollies. We spent some time with these guys on live yesterday. They ended the day with 13-29, and they're going to go up from there. 15-79 on day 2 for the Lolly crew. 2-day total. I can't add. John, what's the 2-day total? Nothing's updating. It's a 2-day total that's good. We're weighing a big fish. Nothing is adding up. Now, yesterday we watched you on live, Up in the Dirt. Matt Lee spent some time with you guys fishing shallow. Was that the program again today?
Absolutely. Caught everything we caught shallow. And we just grinded all day. At 11 o'clock, we only have 2 fish. And this evening, they started biting, and we started mashing them.
Man, that sounds like a good time. And we have heard that through this weigh-in so far that they're just now really starting to bite.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I got to say one thing. Hey, me and my brother, we fished ABT for a long time now. Next year, I'm stepping out. Him and my nephew's going to fish. And, I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else besides my best friend here. And it's been a fun ride.
Well, that's awesome, man. We love having you guys as a family. We say it's an ABT family, and it is that. And the Lollies are a big part of that. All the way to second place with 29.08. Let's hold up some bass for the Lollies. Give it up for the Lolly crew right here. The brother duo. In a 2-day tournament, when your weight goes up on day 2 in these stingy conditions, that is not an easy feat, and they did that today. 15.79 for the Lollies. Great job, fellas. Boat number 46, Tim Taylor and Philip Morris yesterday, 12.21. A little bit lighter today, 9.05. Did they swim off?
Man, I don't know. If I knew where they were, I'd have them here with me. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, we worked hard. We fished. We caught a lot of fish today, just no bigs. But before things wrap up, I want to – all year we've been thanking our sponsors, Wife Works and Wife Rocks. That's our 2 sponsors, and they're here today in person. So
y'all make some noise out there. Let the wives make a little racket. There we go.
They're the folks that have to – all the extra money we have goes toward fishing, and they tolerate it. There's a fresh pot of coffee every time I go. My wife is number 1. Thank you, sweetie. Appreciate it.
I love it.
His wife's actually number 2. Mine's number 1 down there.
Oh, wow. Hey, I don't want to see a wife fight.
And my mother-in-law is here, and she watches every event. She loves this. She loves watching these things. She thinks y'all are great.
Well, we appreciate that. And you guys try to keep it together. We want to see you in 2025, okay? No more fighting on stage. Tennessee interception for those that are keeping up. How are you, sir? Well, it's go Vols right now for a second. Tony Keefe, Brian Gregory, 13-26 yesterday. Going to add 5 for 9-13. Just no good bites today.
No big bites today. We had a 491 yesterday and just couldn't get one.
So how did you guys attack Lay Lake this week to catch a 491?
Well, we was flipping when we caught that one, and we should have probably just did that 100% of the time.
We're starting to hear that. Yesterday it was live scope. We heard a lot of that, but flipping seems to be the deal today.
We caught 2 more today flipping, but we had some other things to do.
Well, we appreciate you guys. Y'all catch them all the time. Thanks for fishing the Alabama Bass Trail. Ken Walters, Jason Beasley, 996 yesterday and an improvement today. Great job. 1236 today. Turning around. I think it's all that Bush Light gear.
Well, I hope it is, because it's good luck. No, we was headed in, come home, because we didn't have no fish. Caught them schooling up there.
They just came up.
They came up in the grass, and 30 minutes we had. What we got?
Well, maybe you'll get a paycheck out of it. Great job. I like it when they just show up, you know. Sometimes they leave, sometimes they show up. How are y'all? Jake Bice, Briar Chambers, 996 yesterday, an improvement today, 1108. Got to be in a little bit better mood about that today.
Hey, we caught more than we did yesterday. That's all I'm happy about.
That's the most important thing is improvement. Did you learn anything today?
Oh yeah, I learned what not to do.
That's as important as what to do, ain't it?
Yeah, I got to learn to dunk when he says the hook. I called it a swim jig.
Oh no!
Yeah, we had a good day though. We had fun.
I mean, it's not that bad. No stitches, but did you give him a hard time when it happened though?
I couldn't say anything for about 10 minutes.
Oh, well, you may be concussed. Miss K, do we have a concussion protocol for the Alabama Bass Trail? Okay, thank you guys. Nobody. I mean, we approve fish and swim jigs, John Simpson, but we do not approve swim jigs to the forehead. No. Adam Bain, Chris Colley, 1189, an improvement today, 1216. Great job.
Yeah, they don't bite a swim jig.
They don't bite a swim jig?
They do for some, but not for us.
They run from it. They've seen a few on Lay Lake. Just to be fair, they know the makes and models on a lot of those swim jigs and trailers.
Yeah, they do. They know how many strands is in it for sure.
No doubt about it. So what led to the improvement on the weight today?
We got a 3-pound bite today. We didn't yesterday. We knew we could catch fish, but we just didn't know how big, and unfortunately they ain't big enough.
What was the main pattern that led to the success?
I mean, kind of like everybody else, chatterbait really in the morning time and then flipping later in the day.
So mainly that water willow grass, Lay Lake special. Appreciate you guys. Great job. Jason Wisenant, Tim Baker, 494 yesterday. Big improvement today, 5 for 1119. Way to come back.
Hey, we did. We cut everything off the line and redid it and started over today.
You said you were going to start all over, and you did. What was the adjustment today?
We just kind of got in a little shallow dirt and just tried a little swim bait on there a little bit, you know, and got after it.
You seem like you're being sneaky right now about this swim bait. What kind of swim bait was it? Crush City Mayor? Yep.
Sounds good.
All right, great. Of course, fish weighed in a Crush City weigh-in bag are always caught on a Crush City bait of some kind, right?
Yes, they are.
They are here, the Alabama Bass Trail. That Crush City Mayor is a legit swim bait, no doubt about it.
I threw one you had tied on when I raided your boat at Weiss Lake, and I caught a lot of fish on it.
They do like a Crush City Mayor. That line of Crush City Plastics has been pretty popular this year. That one Wheeler guy has won a lot of money on that freeloader, and Dustin Connell. No doubt about it. Brett Harrell, Tyler Smart on top right now, 30-91 with a huge comeback today and a huge bite, a 590 Lay Lake largemouth that helped them with 17-15. We said coming into this event, Kay and I on the Alabama Bass Trail podcast, that 31 to 32 pound range for 2 days is what we've been talking. They're just shy of 31 pounds. Will it be enough to take home $50,000? All right, here comes some young guns. Cade and Colby Krausen, 786 yesterday. Going to have 4 for 618. Not the event you wanted, but you guys have had an absolute amazing season with us. You kicked it off with a bang at Lake Jordan. We love the youth movement and bass fishing here at the Alabama Bass Trail, and we love the family, the fact that brothers out there getting it done. Do you always get along out there?
For the most part.
Is he telling me the truth?
He is.
Y'all don't ever just throw it out. Me and my brother could have never, ever been a team in a bass fishing tournament, ever.
We have our times, but most of the time it's pretty good.
What's the worst time you've ever had? Come on. Give me something, Cade. Come on.
Not much.
Not much.
Just kind of back and forth with each other.
These are good young men right here. We appreciate you guys, the family support they have. Kick the year off with a strong start, a top 10 there at Lake Jordan. Lee Brown and LJ Brown both 71, 811 yesterday. 3 for 981. That's 3 good ones, and we're weighing one for Mountain Dew Big Bass. I mean, this is the cliche weigh-in MC thing to say, but you needed 2 more like that.
Yeah, we did. We were around them this morning. We caught them 2 big ones right off the bat, back-to-back, 2 casts in a row, and they just got lockjaw the rest of the day. We couldn't catch them, but the whole group, we sent them scoping. So
What bait were you scoping with?
Just a minnow.
Just a minnow. Just a minnow. 480 for a Mountain Dew big bass right there. Just shy, though, 590 on the lead. What kind of minnow? Crush City Freeloader?
No, not that.
Well, it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Just a Zoom fluke.
Okay, all right, Zoom Fluke. Appreciate you guys fishing with us. The scopers and the flippers. Update, Tennessee missed a field goal. Go Vols. Y'all see my energy level. We'll start to decline if this gets away. Leonard McGuire, Maurice Smith, 765 yesterday. Improvement today, 5 for 1009, and we're going to weigh one for Mountain Dew Big Bass. How big is that fish?
I don't know.
You don't know, but we're going to weigh it.
Oh, I hope so.
Maybe, is it 590? Is it bigger than that?
I don't think so.
Let's see what we got here. Spotted bass or a Lake largemouth?
Largemouth.
416. What did it bite?
Shaky head.
What was on the business end of the shaky head? What kind of worm?
Green pumpkin blue.
Green pumpkin blue. That's a great color. Great job. Way to improve on day 2. There's been a few bass on this lake caught on a shaky head over the years. Jeff Ritchie, Matt Ritchie, boat 65, 1017 yesterday. Consistent tournament for you, 1068. Just couldn't get that big bite.
No, couldn't. We lost another 3 today, but we got more than we got yesterday, so I can't complain.
And consistency in a 2-day tournament, man, that's what it's all about. That's a great event for you.
Right. Consistency is key.
No doubt about it. We'll see you in 2025. Gage King, West King, boat 56, 914 yesterday. An improvement today on a tough Saturday on Lay Lake, 5 for 1177. What was the adjustment?
We did the same thing. We just stuck with it. We knew where some biting fish were. They didn't play yesterday. We had 3 pretty good ones. Couldn't get nothing to go with those 3, but
still a great event.
Yeah, not too bad.
Not too bad, and looking forward to 2025. Clifton Bates, Daniel Heidegger, 927 yesterday. 4 fish today for 556. And I see y'all running off the stage. You're trying to get away from it.
We went for broke today, and we got the broke end of it.
Y'all got the broke end of it. Hey, been there many times. Thank you, guys. Boat 57, Andrew Hall, Michael Allen. 1050 yesterday, 4 today. A little bit tougher.
Yes, sir. Bunch of small fish.
Just rats.
Yeah, that couldn't get where we wanted to.
571 for 4. You couldn't get to where you wanted to. Where were you trying to get?
Up at the blow through.
Oh, okay. Okay, sneaky stuff.
No, just community hope.
Community, but just couldn't get there.
Yep, just somebody on it.
Somebody sitting there. Well, we appreciate you guys. Nolan Spencer, Jonathan Reese, 1368 yesterday for boat number 51, and we're adding a lot more weight to that today. 5 that are going to go 1523, doing what you guys always do, I feel like.
Nah, man, we got lucky. We caught a bunch of fish. Had a great time. Wish we could have got a few more, but we'll take it, and we'll go home and watch Tennessee beat Alabama.
All the way to 3rd place. Let's hold up some bass. 28.91 right there for Spencer and Reese. We missed a field goal, in case you're wondering. Tennessee. Yeah. We did, but you're in 3rd place. You can be excited about that. For sure. Great event. Beautiful spotted bass right there. 28.91 for 2 days. Boat 63. I'm being told to put the mic down. Danny Shell and Anthony Land. You got to tell, we're telling that story. Hang on. 1460 for Danny and Anthony yesterday. They had 2 for 448. We're not going to talk about that, but what we are going to talk about is the picture that I just got to see of a pigeon on your hand. Can you please tell the story for the folks at home and the folks in the crowd here at Beeswax Park? Why, how, where, what? Come on.
We don't know. It was it circled around. It come back and lit on the deck with me.
and then I kept trying to feed it. It wouldn't. It flew off, and it made a circle, and I held my hand up, and it came letting go my hand.
Well, we had trouble with the cell phone signal all day trying to do ABT live, so that might have been a carrier pigeon. It didn't have a text message with it, did it?
Bands on it.
Okay.
On each leg.
That is a first for me. I've done a lot of bass fishing weigh-ins. The pigeon whisperer right there. I didn't have that on my bingo card, folks. Wesley McKellar, Adam Corrington, 1240 yesterday, 5 today, 865. A little tougher.
Yeah, a lot tougher. Just got caught a lot of fish, just no size.
Did you see any pigeons?
No, a lot of cranes, no pigeons.
A lot of cranes. Don't let the crane land on you. I feel like that could end badly.
No, they got a pretty short beak.
No doubt about it. We appreciate you guys. Great event. See you down the road. Michael Cox, Colt Boyette, 12-12 yesterday. Going to add 5 today for 839. Just a little tougher on you guys.
Oh, yeah. We was junk fishing yesterday and junk fish today. Just come up short.
Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug junk fishing, right?
That's right. We was the bug today.
What kind of baits were you using junk fishing?
We cranked most of them up today. Yesterday, we throwing a jerk bait the same place we was throwing a crankbait today. So
just got a little smaller on you. Appreciate you guys. Chris Rutland, Kobe Carden, they've won, I don't know, like 19 Alabama bass trails on Lay Lake, something like that. Boat 52, an improvement today at 12:52 yesterday, 14:55 for Rutland and Carden. Just always catching them down here.
That's not catching them, but it's definitely better than it was yesterday. We decided we were going to fish shallow today, come heck or high water, and that's what we did.
And I've known you for a lot of years. You love shallow water fishing, but in the last few years you told me you kind of adjusted. You'll get out there and scope around and do that, but today just committed to the bank. Were you swimming a jig, flipping, buzz baiting, all the above?
All the above.
That sounds like a Kobe Carden, Chris Rutland day. 5-12 on a Mountain Dew big bass for a Lay Lake largemouth.
Largemouth.
Go ahead and hold that one up, Kobe. You don't get to run off. Kobe Carden, Chris Rutland, all the way to 4th place on the Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard. Big comeback today. Rutland and Carden. Good to see you, buddy. Boat 72, Ashley Brasher, Kyle Tigner. 13:20 yesterday. Going to add 10:34 today to it. It's a good tournament.
Nah, not really.
Not really.
No.
You're mad at him. You sound like Nick Saban.
I caught one fish all day. He caught all the rest of them.
You only caught one? Well, we don't need to talk to you. How'd you catch them all?
Was flipping the grass the whole time.
What kind of bait?
Little beaver.
All right, beaver style bait flipping. You are really upset. I feel like you kind of. Are you so mad? He beat up on you.
I caught the biggest one though.
You did. Well, that's all that matters. It's a team event. Great job, guys. Brandon Blackwood and Clint Blackwood, 13:54 yesterday. 5 for 997 today. You were singing to them today, though, weren't you?
Yeah, we can still make that happen. Boy, it got tough today. We run out of fish. We beat the banks this whole event. Tried that scoping deal. I got tired of catching catfish, so we stuck a swim jig in our hand, went right back to the bank and punching, and we had fun. Just couldn't back it up.
You guys had a great event, and I want to tell y'all right now, you make sure you're following this young man right here on social media, Clint Blackwood. He's a singer-songwriter. He played me some of his original songs last night out here in this parking lot on the deck of a Phoenix bass boat, and you can't beat that, John Simpson.
No, you can't beat that at all.
Noah and Cole Godwin coming up, and 12:38 yesterday for the Godwin boys, and a little bit of an improvement today, 15:75, doing what we know you guys to do right there.
Yeah, we made a few adjustments later in the day and ended up catching one good one, or two that cooled, but we went a long time without cooling this morning and came back up the river and made a few cools and got a little bit better anyways.
I know y'all are close to the vest, but what was the adjustment that helped you cool later today?
We pulled out a swim jig and just went swimming, and he caught a 4-pounder and I caught one close to 3, and that was the only 2 bites we got, but they were 2 good ones.
We're hearing that a lot this afternoon. That grass bite really sounds like it turned on. Let's hold them up. The Godwins, Noah and Cole Godwin, they've won a few times on the Coosa River. No big deal. All the way to 4th place, bump Chris Rutland and Kobe Carden down to 5th place. 15:75, 28-13 for 2 days for the Godwins. All right, Chris Britton and Eric Springer are going to be up next. Boat number 60. 1070 yesterday. Better bag today. 5 that are going to go 1207. Good improvement.
Hey, we like it. I mean, first time on this lake, had a good time.
Coosa River's a good time. Were you catching spots, largemouth, or a mixed bag?
It's a mixed bag. Mostly spots today.
How were you targeting those spots?
We was flipping.
Man, I'm hearing a lot of flipping up here. That sounds like a good time right there. All right, boat 74 up next. Jason Tomlin and Justin Foster, winners in the ABT South finale event down at Lake Eufaula, or otherwise known as the Sahara Desert that day. It was one of the hottest days of my life. 11:32 on day one, 7:88 to add to that, and I know they all came shallow.
They did. We were trying to scope, but the grass kept getting wadded up around the head of the trolling motor.
That water willow was just right in the way of the old scope, huh?
Yeah, that was the problem.
Well, we know that you boys like to get up there in the dirt. You excited about 2025?
Definitely.
We'll see you next spring. Great team right there. Went against the grain a little bit and caught them shallow down at Eufaula to pull off a win on a hot day. Gentry Gordy, Hunter Ferris, 953 yesterday. Big improvement today, 5 for 1230. Great job.
Yeah, a lot better than it was yesterday.
How'd you catch them?
Today was Cinco, and I caught that biggest one on a rattle trap.
So up in the dirt.
Oh, absolutely.
No scoping for you today.
No, I don't scope.
Okay, honest. Honest Abe right there. Great job, great comeback. We said on live today, this tournament really is the battle of live scope versus the bank. That bank grass, boat docks, seawalls. And we saw a little bit of everything on ABT Live over the 2 days. And it will be interesting to see how it shakes out for $50,000. John Simpson, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
I don't even get paid to be here. I saw Darian Craig get a check earlier, and I didn't know that there were paychecks being handed out. But we're handing out $50,000 to some lucky angler.
I mean, I pay to be here.
I would too. And this is an entry fee free tournament. You don't even have to pay to fish it. Joey Kaler, David Kaler, 10:31 yesterday, just a little bit less today. 5 for 941, but still a great event for you guys.
Oh yeah, had a good time. Enjoyed it.
How'd you catch them?
Mostly fluke and a buzzbait.
That sounds like a really, really fun couple of days.
Had a good day.
Well, we appreciate you guys. We'll see you in 2025. Still 0-0 in the Tennessee-Alabama game, third Saturday in October. No big deal in Knoxville. Alabama appears to be driving, though, on the, 30-yard line or something. I only commentate fishing, folks. I don't commentate football. Got a little break in the action here. Brett Harrell and Tyler Smart on top, 30-91 for 2 days. The Lollies in second, 29-08. Nolan Spencer, Jonathan Reese, 28-91. The Godwins, Noah and Cole Godwin, 28-13 in fourth. Chris Rutland, Kobe Carton, 27-07 in fifth. William Nichols, Jake Young, 26-42 in sixth. Frank Bradfield, Tyler Morgan, 24-95 in seventh. Adam Bain, Chris Colley, 24-05 in eighth. Brick Crow, Jimmy Mason, 23-87 in ninth. And rounding out that Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard top 10, Steve Fincher, Austin Rich with 23-60. Already seen a 17-pound bag. It took us a little while to get there yesterday, John, so could be fireworks on the way.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, they weighed that 17-pound bag in early. We expect them to fire late again today, so there's no telling what they're going to bring in this afternoon.
And we've seen a lot of improvements. 2-day tournament, you make some adjustments. The weights have definitely gone up for a lot of teams versus what they had yesterday. So this thing, it was tight going out this morning after the fog delay. We knew it was going to be a close tournament, but certainly living up to the hype right now.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to what's coming this afternoon. I think it's going to be a shootout right there at the end, and I think it may actually get a little higher than what we thought it was going to take to win.
It could, especially sounds like the fish are turning on in that shallow water. Touchdown, Alabama. Okay, moving on. I don't know who would care about that. Just all of y'all. Just all of y'all. Well, and it was that 17-year-old. Is he even legal to play 17 in college? Come on. Yeah, is he legal? Man. I feel like he should still be in high school somewhere. That's not fair. Joey Davidson, Tullis Lanier. Yesterday, 8:54. Today, 5 for 10:15. An improvement on day one.
A little bit.
What did you do today to catch that little bit more weight?
I don't know. My partner caught him.
He did. Well, why didn't he? I mean, you just left him at the boat?
Yeah, I'm going to give him the credit, though, because he wouldn't do that to me.
He wouldn't give you the credit? No. Well, you're a nicer fella than he is. Appreciate you guys fishing with us. We'll see you in 2025. Mountain Dew Big Bass right now, I almost said 15 pounds. Be a viral internet. They caught a 15-pounder on Lay Lake today. $5.90 for Brett Harrell and Tyler Smart.
We definitely bring this lake some business if we made that enough.
Yeah, they would be excited for all the viral views on a 15-pounder at Lay Lake, I believe. In the fall, especially. Yeah. See some more teams bringing those Crush City weigh-in bags to us. A little bit to go before we crown a champion. We're going to get out those Phoenix hot seats here in a little bit, John. You know, you and I, it's a long weigh-in process. I asked Miss Kay if I could sit in the hot seat, and she told me no.
She told me the same thing.
I can't believe that.
Stand it.
I couldn't believe. I thought I could do the weigh-in sitting down for a little bit, and it'd be okay. Nope. She said no. Absolutely not.
You know, it's just like the fog delay this morning. If I have sore feet tonight, I'm going to blame Kay.
I'm going to blame Jason Duran, assistant to the assistant tournament director. He made the call on the fog delay. Jason Duran reporting live from the fog this morning. He said, we're not going. And I had anglers asking me, why are we not going? I said, Jason Duran, assistant to the assistant tournament director, is making the call. It was not safe. You were making the right call, Jason. There was a lot of fog out there this morning. Cold morning on Lay Lake, but it burned off quick. We had about a 45-minute fog delay, so these anglers had to deal with that. That's stressful when you're fishing for $50,000 and you're ready, chomping at the bit to go, and it gets time for blast off, and we say, guess what? You're not going. There were some tense moments here at Beeswax, but everybody got on the water, and it sounds like it's been a good day. James Pitts, Jonathan Monkus, 5 for 851 yesterday, 5 for 809 today. Consistent.
Hey, we'll take it.
That's it.
Hey, we was where we wasn't going to have 5.
A limit is the goal, right? You got to check that box, so when you get it, you got to feel pretty good about it.
We tried to catch big fish all morning. We stayed shallow, stayed in the grass, swim jigs, speed worms, stuff like that. We caught some fish, just not the right size.
That's just how it is sometimes. We'll see you guys in 2025. Thank y'all. We will kick things off next year in February for both the ABT South and North. This is our last event in the regular Alabama Bass Trail Team Series, this championship event. And we have one more Alabama Bass Trail 100 in a couple of weeks there on Wheeler Lake, Decatur, Alabama. Should be a great event. Be sure to tune in to ABT Live there, first weekend in November. I have a feeling there'll be a lot of bass caught in that one. Maybe even some big smallmouth. Got one of the teams that was in the top 10 yesterday, waiting in the wings over here. Walker Brown, Sloan Pennington. Got off to a great start on day one. Had them in the top 10. Boat 84, Walker Brown, Sloan Pennington. Got off to a great start yesterday. What's up, boys? Had 5 for 1485 yesterday, and they're going up from there. 5 for 15 36 today. Great job. Just a little bit of an improvement, but man, a consistent tournament for you guys.
Yeah, we just needed a couple more bites, and to be honest, at probably 12 o'clock, we still didn't have but 8 pounds, so we kept our heads down and kept diving and finally caught what we caught.
Do you think it was the colder mornings that knocked it back? Because we've heard that some today during the weigh-in, that the afternoon bite has really been good, especially today.
Well, that's what I'm going to blame it on, because I couldn't catch them in the morning, but I know some guys were catching them pretty quick, but I never could figure it out.
Were you guys fishing offshore? Were you fishing the grass? How was the game plan for Walker Brown and Sloan Pennington?
We done a little bit of everything. At one point, we'd be flipping the grass or swimming a jig, and then we'd turn around and throw it one behind us. I mean, we were back and forth all day long, both days.
That's bass fishing in 2024, right? You got to keep everything honest. A 496 Mountain Dew Big Bass. Let's take some pictures. Walker Brown and Sloan Pennington all the way to second place right there. 2-day total of 30-21, just behind Harrell and Smart with 30-91. Going to be a great event for Sloan and Walker right there. Great event. Mixing it up, shallow and deep. I've talked about the live scope versus the bank competition we're having this week for sure, and these guys mixed it up. Sounds like incorporated both. Boat 89, Tyler Malone and Cade Law, 11:08 yesterday. 5 more to add to that today. 11:40. Great job.
Pretty consistent, I'd say.
Almost just dead on it. Just a little bit more today.
Only it could have been 18 pounds both days.
Well, you know, you can't have everything. You got those new good-looking Alabama bass trail hats, though.
Yeah, they're sweet. They're sweet for sure.
No doubt about it. You know, Miss K won't give me one.
She won't give you one?
No.
Miss K.
Look, Jason didn't get one. But Jason, to be fair, Jason didn't show up till today, so he doesn't get one.
Well, we're hoping for a better turnout at the team championship than what this one turned out. But, I mean, it was fishing, so.
You got a chance at the Bassmaster Classic there. Tell me how you caught them this week here at Lake to be so consistent.
A little bit of everything, really. It was grass, you know, out in the middle scoping, just mixing it up.
That's what I just said to Walker Brown, Sloan Pennington. In bass fishing in 2024, you've got to keep everything honest, right? Like, you got to go shallow and you got to turn around and look out there in the abyss with that live scope.
Absolutely. There was a lot of fish floating, a lot of catfish floating for sure.
I've heard that. They'll bite a minnow, won't they?
Oh, yeah. All day, every day.
If you want to catch more catfish, get you a Garmin live scope. Thank you, guys. Lucas Lindsay, Brendan Holt, 14.50 yesterday. Add another great bag of 13.46. It's going to have you in the top 10 of that Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard. Great event.
Yeah, we had a good time. It was really tough. I don't know if we caught a limit of bass in 2 days of fishing. You never really know the potential of a spot until you get there and really swing on them tournament day. I had a buddy kind of clue me in on some stuff. Obviously, fishing this tournament didn't break any rules, but he was.
I was about to say, careful.
Yeah.
Careful. The assistant to the assistant tournament director, Jason Duran, is sitting right there listening to every word you're saying.
That's right. I had a buddy, Tyler Malone and Cade Law. That's who we travel with. That's who we traveled with all the year. We had some good finishes side by side, and it was fun traveling and competing with them guys.
So they just told me they're mixing it up shallow and live scoping. Is that what you guys did?
No, we're scopers all the way, baby.
All the way Garmin through and through, huh?
Absolutely.
What kind of bait are you using when you do find one on that live scope?
I'm not supposed to say this, but I had somebody hook me up with a few mooch minnows.
Okay, so Crush City will allow it. Great event for you guys. We'll see you in 2025. Boat 91, Josh Chappell, Paul Davis, winners of the ABT South event this year at Logan Martin on the Coosa River, just right up the road. 14:04 yesterday, and a little off that pace today. 5 for 924. Just never could get a quality bite.
Never did. Only thing we set the hook on was little ones all day. That's just the way it goes.
Were you fishing shallow or fishing all shallow?
All shallow.
In the grass?
In the grass.
Swimming a jig?
Yes.
Yes. I love it. Thank you, guys. Great team right there. It catches them all the time, Chappell and Davis. Zach and Kristen Harrison, boat 92. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on, let me do that again. Zach and Kristen Harrison. I like it. Get that pop from the crowd right there. Yesterday, I'm not even going to say it. It was 660 something. Today, 5 for 1083. Great job.
A little better today than yesterday for sure.
What did you do to up that weight by 4 pounds? That's a big improvement.
We struggled all day. We didn't have a 2 fish. We turned around, come up the corner the last hour, picked up that little weightless worm.
Really? So just went ultra finesse on them.
Ultra finesse, ultra shallow.
All right, sounds good. Great job. Great 2 days of fishing right there for the Harrisons. Boat 114, Delton and Dexton Gregory, 994 yesterday, an improvement over that today with 5 for 1067. Great job.
It was pretty rough on us. We had tough 2 days.
Tough 2 days, just didn't get a lot of bites or didn't get to do what you wanted to do?
Oh, we originally started out. We got on a pattern and then had to kind of scratch it and just started going after docks and pretty much got us what we got. So.
Great adjustment, consistent 2 days. Thank you, guys. We'll see you in February of next year. Interception, Tennessee. Tennessee threw a pick. Nico threw a pick. Moving on. Boat 78, Matt McClung, Brian Ace, 12-10 yesterday. Another consistent day today, 11-69. How'd you catch them on Lay Lake this week?
We caught most of them live scoping. We caught a couple yesterday in the grass, but that was not happening today.
Now, we've seen folks out in the middle of the river channel live scoping. We've seen them in creeks and pockets. Where did you prefer to point that live scope?
Main river, but we'd start on the ledge, but then you never know where we end up.
Just roll them out in the middle.
Yes, sir.
Saw a little bit of that yesterday. Great job. Unfortunately, Tennessee's quarterback is not doing a great job. That's the update I have. I hear y'all over there laughing. All I'm going to say is Vanderbilt. That's all I'm going to say. Hey. I've been there too. Arkansas, yeah, we had a terrible weekend. Looks like we're having another one. I love college football season. I don't care how it shakes out. It's so much fun. Giving everybody a hard time, and people like to give it back. Like this guy over here, Darren Craig, he wears me out during football season. It really wears me out, just period. Every time the phone rings and it's Darren during football season, you just ignore it, especially on the third Saturday in October. Darren Craig, one of our on-the-water analysts, his grandfather is the biggest Alabama. I think all y'all out here think you're the biggest Alabama. You're not, are they? They're not at all, are they, Darren?
Big Al, give them a run for their money.
Pawpaw loves him some Roll Tide.
Pawpaw will cuss over Roll Tide.
Pawpaw will get fired up. Pawpaw will. I have received some videos of Pawpaw cussing about Roll Tide a few times. He's a loyal fan. These fellas right here have been known to catch one all over the country, but especially here in the Alabama Bass Trail. Michael and Joe Woolley with some very alive bass. 1326 yesterday. And they're going to add 1107 today. Great job. How did you attack Lay Lake?
We caught most of them. We found a couple pockets with hydrilla in them. We started out.
Really? Some submerged grass. We hear a lot of waterilla, gator grass, but you found some submerged grass.
Yeah. And it was a morning bite there. Then we went out and just chased spots the rest of the day after that.
Just out in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
Bass fishing in 2024. Now, you're an offshore guy. It's a little bit different.
It's a lot different than the offshore I'm used to fishing.
Yeah, it's a little different than them schools on Pickwick Lake, but you guys catch them everywhere. We appreciate y'all. The Woolies, always catching them. That got them in 10th place on the Pro Guide leaderboard. Luke Kyle, Arch Cornett, 1134 yesterday. A little bit of an improvement today, 5. Very alive. They've been drinking Mountain Dew, I believe. 1182 today. Good, consistent event for you guys.
It was good. It was fun. We caught a lot of fish. Just couldn't get any big ones, but it was fun. We appreciate you guys. Had a good year. Looking forward to
We appreciate you guys so much. He said Roll Tide as he left. Can you believe that came out of my mouth? It's okay. Sometimes behind enemy lines, you got to do what you got to do to survive. John?
Yes, sir. They're firing shots at you today.
They are, and I deserve it. I stood up at the meeting and I said, "Go Vols." I mean, it's probably loud up there, Jason Duran. Yeah. He ain't ever been in the SEC, obviously. He didn't think Vanderbilt was going to be a big deal either. All right. Dean Robinson, Joe Hughes, 10-12 yesterday. Going to bring 5 for 8-19 today.
Yeah, we didn't upgrade.
Just a little bit off the mark.
Yep, he was a little tougher today.
How'd you catch him?
Shaky head.
What'd you have on the business end? What kind of worm on the shaky head?
Trick worm.
Trick worm, the classic. Appreciate you guys, and we will see you in 2025. Getting closer to the Phoenix hot seat time of this weigh-in. I'm excited, man. My first Alabama Bass Trail Championship, we're going to hand out $50,000. Over $100,000 in cash prizes to be given out here. 171 teams qualified, but only one will take home the $50,000 cash. And I see some more Crush City weigh-in bags headed this way. And the guy walking up the sidewalk right now, he's caught a few. He's caught a few spotted bass in his day.
Yeah, he's caught a bunch of spotted bass in his day.
I think he's got them like most people have, like a koi pond, you know. He's got spots in a pond in his house. Guarantee it. 4th and 33, everybody. Alabama, 4th and 33. They did not capitalize on that interception. I'd just like to point that out. I can't handle trying to watch football and do a fishing weigh-in, so I'm just ignoring it. Every now and then, Jason Duran hollers something out over here, the assistant to the assistant tournament director. Hope you guys got to watch ABT live. Myself, Darian Craig, Jason Duran out there running around. We had our buddy Matt Lee filling in for Jason yesterday while Jason was building beautiful Phoenix bass boats. We have a good time out there doing ABT live. Wesley Sams and Craig Daniel, 12:34 yesterday. Another good day today. 12:06. Consistency is key in a two-day tournament. You guys did a great job.
Yeah, we had one missed opportunity yesterday. It's the only fish we lost, about a 3.5 pounder that would have probably gave us close to 14, maybe a little more yesterday, but that's why it's called fishing and not catching.
There's no doubt about it. How did you guys catch them here on Lay Lake?
You know, everybody said there wasn't a grass bite, but we stayed in the grass. We scoped. Craig scoped, finally got one of those Magnum spots. It was about a 3-pounder, which is Magnum for us here. But we caught all of our fish out of the grass except for that one and maybe one more, throwing a chatterbait, and he was flipping behind me.
So just committed shallow to that water wheel all week. Great job, Wesley Sams and Craig Daniel. They know their way around a spotted bass. There's no doubt about that. Boat 119, Jamie Smith, Michael Raines, 11:08 yesterday. Add 9:58 to that today. These guys know how to win on the Alabama Bass Trail. Not going to get the win this week, but great event for you.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. We're a little disappointed in the size, but we caught a lot of fish both days. Had a good time.
Coosa River can be fun, a little stingy in the fall, but we've had some good weather. Other than the fog, it's been a pretty good event, especially for an entry fee-free championship.
Yeah, we talked about that today. If nothing else, it was beautiful weather.
And normally in the ABT, you guys have been fishing the ABT for a long, long time. The weather is always destined to take a turn. This is the best weather they've ever had at an event in almost 12 years of the Alabama Bass Trail.
Absolutely, it was. It's beautiful all week, all 4 days.
I feel like Kay paid somebody off this week. Appreciate you guys. We started this season, the reason we say that, 14 degrees at Logan Martin for the ABT 100, but over the years, there's been snow, sleet, hail, rain, wind, 115 degrees. When we ended at Lake Eufaula, it was, I think, 115 in the shade for sure at Lake Eufaula in June.
Yeah, so that tournament at Eufaula, I had my room key sitting in my truck, and it molded to the seat of the truck. It bent it and shaped it. That's how hot it was in Eufaula in June.
It was miserable. Yeah, the printer wouldn't print checks. It was too hot to give away the money.
He said he wasn't going to work in that kind of heat.
The printer? Yeah. Could be our first problem. Could be we got a printer that talks.
Yeah.
Dad jokes are free, ladies and gentlemen. Nico threw another interception. There you go. You Alabama fans, you. The boy's only 19. Give him a break.
Let's do these 3 bags right here. And then
Going to weigh a couple more teams, and then things are going to get really interesting here as we get later in the weigh-in. Justin Buckles, Chad Jones, 10-16 yesterday, and a 9:52 today.
Tough. We just tried to stay consistent. We did the same thing we did yesterday, and we caught several fish. It was fun.
Good time here on Lay Lake. This is a great area, man, and like we were just talking there, Jamie Smith, Michael Raines, can't beat the weather.
No, other than, the morning, which gets you fired up for deer hunting season. Then, that's right. But, we were excited to be here, and I felt like we were doing something a little different, throwing a chatterbait on the outside grass lines, and it just didn't pan out.
Well, you guys had a consistent event. You qualified for the championship, and that's saying something. We'll see you next year. Mitch Mitchell, Candler, McCollum, 993 yesterday. They've won a lot of money and trophies over the years of the Alabama Bass Trail. Big improvement today, 1277 for Mitch and Candler. What'd you guys do different today?
Quit fishing for largemouth.
Just said the heck with those spotted bass.
All I could catch was little bitty largemouth yesterday, so I fished for spotted bass all day, so I caught 5 spotted bass today. So we had 2 good ones and couldn't catch any more 3-pounders.
Well, yet another great season for you boys, as always, and we'll see y'all in 2025. Matt McKenzie, Brandon Black, boat 120, 10-15 yesterday. An improvement today. Great job, 12-14 for day 2. What'd you do different today?
I think we found the same stretch of grass that everybody else found on day 1, so we made a little adjustment and just went fishing today. So
you're saying it got a little crowded out there today, huh?
It did. There was a few people hitting that grass. So
they could tell you the names of every flipping bait that came through the mat?
Absolutely. They've seen a few this week.
So you made an adjustment. Did you keep with that same grass program, though, when you moved areas?
We did. I finally got a topwater bite this morning, got one on a buzzbait, and then kind of stayed with it, just running and gunning.
It was a great event for you guys. Congratulations on being here. We'll see you in 2025. John, hold it up right here where they can see. It actually says hot seat on it. The Phoenix Boats hot seat right here. Well, I'm just trying to show the folks at home, Miss Kay, this is the hottest seat in bass fishing right now. If you're in these seats when this tournament ends, you're going home with $50,000. Did you hear that, John? If you're sitting in these seats when the weigh-in ends, you win $50,000. So go ahead. You can join me right here, and we'll call this. We'll call it. Seems like a pretty good place to be. Darian, you stay out of those chairs. All right. Your leaders, Brent Harrell and Tyler Smart, we need you on the stage to take your place in this Phoenix Boats hot seat. If you don't, Daniel and John are going to sit in them. Here they come. Y'all make some noise for your leaders, 30-91 for 2 days. Brent Harrell and Tyler Smart. Are y'all nervous about the hot seat?
Yes, very nervous.
Starting to get a little more real. You're still up there late in this weigh-in. What would you do with $50,000?
Man, I don't know.
Would you give me a cut of it?
Maybe.
Appreciate that.
No more of that Tennessee stuff, though.
Okay. Listen, for a cut of the $50,000, I might stop talking about Tennessee for the rest of the way. What percentage are we talking?
I don't know. We'll talk later.
10%? No. 12? It's like Shark Tank. Do we have a deal?
Let's just see what happens.
All right. So, hot seat. You won't even commit to the deal. Come on. Brett Harrell, Tyler Smart on top. All right, let's keep things rolling. Boat 105, Chase Gregory Copeland Rosser, 1250 yesterday. Another consistent day today, 1040. Not going to get you in that hot seat, but a great week here at Lay Lake.
Yeah, it was fun. That's our home lake. We stuck it out up shallow and never could get a big bite. And says what it is.
Catching them around the grass shallow?
Yeah, we weighed in 10. Every one of them came on a flipping stick. So
sounds like a fun 2 days of fishing. Great job. We'll see you in 2025. Boat 150, Adam Brown, Greg Diggs, 1210 yesterday. Backing that up with 1109. 2 consistent days of fishing. How'd you catch them?
Various ways. Well, most of the time we was just waiting on the current to come on at the dam and fish that way. So just had trouble finding big fish.
Current was hard to come by, though, right? You just had brief moments of it.
Yeah, so yesterday we was an early flight, and they had it on for 1 hour from 7 to 8 and then cut it off. And then today they cut it on from 6 to 7, but they cut it back on at 2. So everything we caught was just in the last hour.
That is cutting it close right there. Great job, great week. Will Grisham, Andrew Fikes, 11-13 yesterday. Big improvement today. 14-87. Great job. Let's get some pictures of those. 14-87 for Grisham and Fikes. What was the adjustment today, Andrew?
Thank you. Stayed at the dam.
Stayed at the dam. Looking at concrete. Got some beautiful Coosa River spotted bass. Great job, Grisham and Fikes. Got him in 9th place on the Pro Guide leaderboard. Top 25 going to take home their share of the $100,000 payout. Entry fee free for all those that qualified. And of course, can't say enough, $50,000. You guys listening to that? $50,000. $50,000. You know, normal ABTs, they pay good. It's a great payday, but $50,000, that's a little different. Are you starting to think about that at all?
Trying not to, but yeah, a little bit.
Is that seat really hot?
No.
It's not? It's like a lukewarm seat?
Feels good to sit down.
Yeah, we can put it right out there. It'll be a little hotter, I think. All right, we got the. We're just going to act like Darian's not talking. Darian, have you ever sat in the hot seat? He didn't have an answer to that. Darian actually won an Alabama Bass Trail. Darian won an Alabama Bass Trail. What year was that, Darian? 2018. They did not test him for steroids, though, and rumor has it he was juicing. Did you hear that, John? You weren't the tournament director then. You would have probably disqualified Darian, wouldn't you?
I would have, because, I mean, he came up on stage with boxer shorts on.
He basically did have a tank top and boxer shorts on. Oh, me. And caught 30 pounds, too. A man beats you wearing a tank top. What would you guys think about that? 30 pounds wearing a tank top. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, if you catch 30 pounds, it don't matter what you're wearing.
That was what he said after, so that's a good answer. You catch a dirty 30 on Gunnersville, you can do whatever you want to do. And he did. He definitely did. 30-91. You know, coming into this event, we said 31, 32 pounds. You're just shy of 31. I'm telling you, this is going to get interesting. You seem like I make you nervous. I don't.
No, you don't. I think it's the seat.
You think it's the hot? It's getting a little hotter. Sounds like you said it wasn't a hot seat. Sounds like it's getting hotter. Starting to see some other. See these Crush City weigh-in bags. Are you starting to kind of size them up as they come in?
Oh yeah, steady doing math.
You don't want to see the guy doing this, like leaning with one. The two. When each team member has one handle when they come in, we see that sometimes.
Just keep them coming.
Keep them coming. He says, "Hurry this thing up. Hurry this thing up." Also agreed to 10% if I quit talking about Tennessee. This is all being filmed, so that's contractual, I think. All right, more Crush City Way bags coming this way. 30.91. If you watched the weigh-in yesterday, the weights are definitely better for day 2. And with myself and Jason Duran, Darian Craig running around on Lake, we didn't get that vibe today that it was going to be better today. But there's a lot of improvements over day 1 weights for sure. None bigger than you guys though. 590 Mountain Dew Big Bass. 17.15 to get them to 30.91. All right, we got another team coming up. Mike and Gary Fitzpatrick, boat 129, had 12.04 yesterday, 9.20 today. Shaking your head, not going to get in that Phoenix Boats hot seat. Another team coming up, boat 133. Ricky Wagner and Jeff Adams, 11.60 yesterday. 5 more today for 9.75. Good tournament for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all very much.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you. We'll see you in 2025. Are you doing the math like every time someone's like, check 2 more every time?
Yep. Every time.
Do you want to know how many are left away? Would you like to know that?
Yes, tell us.
Okay, we'll find out. Hey, I got to go do my job, guys. Quit interrupting me. Jeez, these hot seat guys over here. Jay Grogan, Ryan Ingram, 12.81. 8.94. Not going to get in the hot seat. You guys have won a lot of money over the years, but today going to come up a little bit short.
A little bit short, thank you. It's good tournament, though. Appreciate it.
We'll see you guys next year in the ABT South. Dodged another one. We missed another field goal? We need a quarterback and a kicker. If anybody would like to go to Knoxville and play quarterback or kicker for the University of Tennessee, sounds like they need it up there. It's a good thing I'm not at home right now. I probably would have broken a TV. John Simpson, these gentlemen over here, they fish the Alabama Bass Trail. I don't know if you know them. This is tournament director John Simpson. They're leading this thing, okay? They're in the Phoenix Boats hot seat. They asked me, they put in a request, they would like to know how many teams are left away. Is this information you would be willing to share with these gentlemen that have very sweaty palms right now?
We're looking at about...
Hang on a second. Would you be willing to give John Simpson a cut of this money if he tells you how many boats are left? What's the percentage? $50,000 is a lot of money. You got something to spare. Come on. What are we talking about? You got to give me 10%, so what's his percentage?
I got too much math going on already.
Okay. He's trying to do math. We've got no big deal. These gentlemen, they came from 13th place to win this very tournament in 2021. No big deal. Don't even look. No big deal. Don't worry about it. Team Hurst in the house. Matthew and Roy Hurst. 9.25 yesterday, big improvement today. 12.29. I could have scared them and said 30 pounds. Great job. Way to come back today. What was the adjustment?
We just fished more docks today, that's all.
Just stayed around boat docks. We saw y'all start yesterday in the grass, mixing in, just kind of fishing what was in front of you, fishing docks. So same program today a little bit?
Yes, sir. Definitely was same program. We just fished a little bit deeper docks today.
What was the key bait?
Jig.
What color?
Brown.
What kind?
I don't know.
Yeah. Man, y'all are a sneaky team. Hurst, your 2021 Alabama Bass Trail Championship winners. Oh, boy. Hey, no big deal. These guys, they catch them. Okay? Just, we heard they had close to 30 pounds. That's what we heard. Caleb and Connor Miller right here, pure high school team going to the Bassmaster Team Championship. They've been catching them all year long, finished 12th in the ABT South Angler of the Year race. Got the year started with a big tournament down at Lake Jordan. They had 11.44 yesterday, a little lighter today, but 10.88 in a fantastic event for you boys. And these gentlemen behind you, they dodge another bullet.
Yeah, it was tough today, a lot tougher than yesterday. We didn't catch a bass since, I don't know, it was like 10, and it was a 3.5, and then just couldn't get him to bite. Ran around a bunch, but it is what it is. We had an amazing first season on the trail, and very appreciative for everybody and Kay and what all of y'all do. So it's been awesome, and looking forward to get back out next year.
Well, we've enjoyed having you guys, having your family. Y'all have been a big part of our season, and we know you guys are going to represent at that Bassmaster Team Championship. Let me ask you, what would it be like to go to that? There's a little tournament called the Bassmaster Classic, and you've got a chance to go there. What would that mean to you boys?
Yeah, that'd be amazing. That's a dream of ours, and you know, that's how you do it. That's how you make your dreams come true.
No doubt about it. Caleb, would you just throw Connor out of the boat so you could go to the Classic?
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay. It's good brothers right there. We appreciate you boys. We're looking forward to seeing what the future holds for the Millers. Brian Adamson, Ryan Lloyd, 13 even yesterday. A little tougher day today. I see you shaking your head. 882.
Yeah, it was tougher. We swung for the fences, and we didn't hit a home run.
Didn't get there, just bunts all day.
That's it. It ain't for lack of effort, though.
We know that, and you guys always catch them. Appreciate you guys. Another one. Now, listen, I see these other guys coming up here. I don't know if you know much about them or not, but C.J. Knight, Anthony Goggins, they won Angler of the Year in the ABT South this year. They've won a lot of money on this lake, and 3 top 10s, 2 top 20s, almost a win at Eufaula. I mean, you nervous on the hot seat?
Oh, yeah.
C.J. Knight, Anthony Goggins, 1283 yesterday. Going to add a bigger bag today. Oh, Daniel was just leaning on. I thought it said 33. 1370. It's an improvement over yesterday, and it's tough on the home pond.
Man, it's been tough this week for us. I mean, we had a great practice. Had some really big fish, like 1.6 and 1.7 probably. But, I don't know, they just didn't bite the last couple of days. I really appreciate everything the ABT does, all the sponsors and everything to make this trail happen. This is the best trail by far that we've ever fished.
Full of stone cold fish catchers, though. We appreciate the kind words. Talk a little bit about how special this 2024 season was, though. You guys, you didn't win overall Angler of the Year, but it was a narrow miss. Justin Bussey, Ben Webb pulling that off this year, but you guys had a fantastic season. And to win Angler of the Year against this group of anglers, CJ, it's got to be a special moment.
Yeah, those guys, they averaged an 8th place finish out of 5, and I think we averaged 11. So it was a very tight race for 5 events, but hands off to them. They deserved it. They fished that well. But we had a great season, and, you know, looking to expand on that in the future. So
you're coming back next year, right?
We be back.
We know that. I think their worst finish this year was 32nd out of 225, so no big deal. Pretty good season there. Joel and Tally Mayfield, 143, had 597 yesterday. Big improvement today. 5 for 1207. Great job. What did we do different today?
Well, we let the top 10 do their thing, and then we went and caught some.
Okay, you got out of their way and then went and caught 12 pounds. How'd you catch them today?
Every way.
I feel is he lying to me? Okay, because he hesitated, and sometimes up here I have to kind of, am I getting real information?
Well, I didn't know if I needed to tell you some drawn out long story or whatever, but no,
you can you can be as drawn out as you want, no big deal. They're in the hot seat trying to win 50 grand. We can talk. How long y'all want to talk?
Well, I just know
they may pay you to leave.
I don't know that one boat right over there. I seen what they got. That's all.
Oh, no. The Mayfield. I don't know.
We got a surprise.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. If you're an ABT fan, and I hope you are, there's a special fella that we met this year. And he is back with us once again. This was the Mountain Dew Big Dotson of the year, Little Dicky. He's back. Y'all give it up for Little Dicky. Come on, you got to make more noise for Little Dicky. Has he gained any weight? Little Dicky, let's see.
How fat are you?
He was 16 pounds at Logan Martin, the Mountain Dew Big Dotson of the year. What's up, Little Dicky? We have missed Little Dicky ever since. We actually said this week, we know you live right here at Lay Lake. We were hoping, Jay. He's lost a little weight. Still holding strong. 1576 for Little Dicky.
I had cows out right earlier.
Had some cows out. Little Dicky has been in our hearts and minds all year. And and we are glad he's back. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Little Dicky, we'll see you, buddy. He's a boss. Look at him strutting around. He just walked right by you guys like hot seat, schmott seat. He's like, I own this stage. Don't go that way. We have weighed in 2 dogs this year, little Daisy and Lake Eufaula. But little Dicky has been, we gave him a shout out on the podcast this week, hoping he'd come back. That could be good luck charm for you guys. Little Dicky showed back up.
Maybe so.
I hope so. Will you buy a Datsun and name it Little Dicky 2 if you win?
I don't think there's no amount of money. My wife wouldn't have it.
Whoa, did you see what a cute little fella he is? How dare you speak of Little Dicky like that? Boat 156, Drew Cagle, Mark Trupiano, 767. Yesterday, little improvement today, 812. Have you ever weighed in behind a Datsun before?
I have not.
That's the first. Alabama Bastro, we make dreams come true.
What's bad is he weighed more than my bag.
That is true. Just shy of 16 pounds, Little Dicky.
2 days in a row.
Get a Datsun, the weight will go up. We'll see you guys. Another one off the list, boys. Phoenix hot seat getting a little hotter. Charlie Cummings, Sammy Bailey, 12:25 yesterday. A little lighter today, 5 for 977. Just couldn't get a quality bite.
No, we had one about 3, but for the most part, it took us to about 1 o'clock to even start catching fish.
We've heard that it started heating up a little bit this afternoon. Sounds like if you hadn't had to come to this pesky weigh-in, probably could have caught a little more weight.
Yeah, that's all right. Appreciate everything ABT does for us. Puts on a great trail.
We'll see you in February next year. Here we go. Christopher Gore, Austin Ty Hammonds, 841. Yesterday, 990, an improvement. Today, consistent.
Yeah.
How'd you catch them?
Live scope.
All live scope all day.
Yeah, that's all I can do. I can't catch them any other way.
It's a pretty fun way to catch them, though. I like watching them get my minnow.
I'd rather be shallow, but it is what it is.
It's what it is. Hey, it's a tool. You got to use it. I see you kind of stretching back over here. How are the nerves?
Not good.
Not good. And you, sir?
No better.
No better. Do you want me to take a peek at how many boats are left? Okay, well, you wouldn't make a financial deal with John Simpson, so that's how things roll up here on the stage. How many do we got, John? Go ahead, let them know so they can start doing the math. You don't really have to tell them if you don't want to.
Last check I had with the check-in boat was we were waiting on 8 more boats, and I've seen about 3 of those come in.
8 boats. 8 boats between you and $50,000. So guaranteed top 10. Guaranteed top 10. Does that make it a little more real that this just got serious?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I see the palms are sweaty. A little bit of trembling going on up here. I'm not enjoying it at all. Michael Adams, Raymond Adams, $12.98 yesterday. Another good bag of fish today, $11.44. How'd you attack Lay Lake this week?
It was rough this week. Caught most of them just flipping grass.
What kind of bait?
Structure bug.
Structure bug in the grass. Great week. Appreciate you guys. Chris Landers, Brad Pitts, boat 161, 1376. One of those great bags from yesterday. A little off the mark today, though. 870, just a little tougher on you guys.
Yeah, we missed a couple of good opportunities. We had a 3-pounder right off the bat and just couldn't get nothing going.
Still a great event and a great season. We'll see you next year. Now, I went to county school in Tennessee, and I'll let every Alabama fan, including yourself, make the joke about Tennessee not being able to do math and all that kind of stuff. But I think there's like 6 left. No big deal. 6. Right, John Simpson?
6 + 5. I think we're.
Oh, hang on. John Simpson's doing Alabama math now. Hang on. Hang on. Excuse me. Go ahead with your Alabama math.
I think we're, probably, 9, 10 boats away.
He told you 8. Now he's telling you 10. Oh, man. Maybe I jumped the gun as MC and host of this traveling circus here. We call the I heard uh-oh. I heard uh-oh. Bob Powell, Ryan Trammell, 10:51 yesterday. 9:32 today. Dodged another one.
Rough. Who's serenading?
Who said? I did not say. I promise you, it wasn't me. What's the score? 7-0, Alabama. Still a long way to go. 4 quarters in a ball game. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. And I hope it's not over, and I get to be in the truck in case we lose. I'll call you. Whew, man, I'm feeling the pressure, and I'm not even up for $50,000. Jason Duran, you're in a hot seat too. Are you nervous? Are you nervous for these guys? It is a good day. Regardless of how it shakes out, it's going to be a really good payday, but 50,000 reasons to be nervous. I feel like I'm torturing y'all, but I feel like that's kind of part of the job. Miss Kay said to just make it uncomfortable. You can blame her. She didn't say that. She's been blamed for a lot of stuff this week. I'm not trying to get in trouble with the boss lady.
Well, you're doing a good job.
Doing a good job making you nervous? 30-91 on top. Smart and Harrell. Walker Brown and Sloan Pennington 30-21 in second. Sean and Davey Lolly 29-08. And third, Nolan Spencer, Jonathan Reese in fourth for 28-91. And the Godwins, Noah and Cole 28-13. In fifth place, Lucas Lindsay, Brandon Holt, 27-96. Chris Rutland, Kobe Carden in seventh place with 27-07. C.J. Knight, Anthony Goggins, 26-53 in eighth. In ninth place, William Nichols, Jake Young, 26-42. And rounding out that top 10, Will Grisham, Andrew Fikes with 26 on the nose in 10th place on that Pro Guy Batteries leaderboard. I see trouble brewing over here. This is a big, big bullet to dodge right here. I don't know if you've ever seen that. They've won some ABTs. They almost won Gunnersville this year. And when they catch them, they catch 28-plus pound bags all the time. All the time. Does that make you nervous?
Oh, yeah. This whole trail, man, full of hammers.
No doubt about it.
Nobody.
No, you can't sleep on this bunch right here. And it looks like they got them. I did get a picture from them earlier today. They were dominating the catfish. And they told us that on stage. About time some Tennessee brethren showed up here. Lance and Cole Walker takes a little bit of heat. I'm catching some heat. Lance and Cole Walker, 11:67 yesterday, 11:52 today. Very consistent event. Not bad for 4 hours of practice, you were telling me.
Yeah, especially when deer pictures are blowing your phone up and it's all you want to look at. But the fog delay hurt us this morning. Even though we came with about the same bag, it felt like it hurt us because we had a deal where they were chasing shad out in the middle of the lake, and that's really low light dependent to make long 100-foot casts and try to land on their head. So it's a little bit of a game of cat and mouse, and we lost one today that we didn't see, but got us in a brush pop that could have been a 10-pounder, could have been a catfish. Who knows? So.
Well, these guys right here just dodged a Walker bullet right there. Lance and Cole Walker. Dad, how many catfish did you catch today?
Well, it was a little bit off today. We only caught 4 today that we landed, and they looked just perfect. Come off wood, and here they come, and made a big circle around it. It looked like, Gunnersville 101, and here he comes, and it's a catfish. So, but he caught 4, but the one I lost was a really good fish. It was in a drop shot, and I just pulled her too hard. I tried to get her out of the top, and she was in about 35 foot of water, and I saw her, and I just pulled her too hard. But it is what it is. You got to make a choice, either let her go or you got to try to pull on her. And I'm gonna pull on.
Gonna try to get them in. Yep. Good news is you're headed home to that big deer.
Yes, absolutely.
Send me pictures. Lance and Cole Walker. We're sitting at the meeting. They show me they live not far from me, just about an hour to the west. And they show me a monster whitetail. So they've been distracted this week. Lance and Cole Walker. How are you, sir? This team right here is always going to catch them. Rob Lee, Steve Winslet. 14:49 yesterday. Did you guys hear that? 14:49 yesterday. A little bit more than you guys had yesterday, so just they're on the hot seat. We got to give them a hard time.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of a hard time. Okay, today, 20. Okay, all right, 10-15 today. Just a little off the mark, but a great event for you. I know you guys are always shooting for the win, but another consistent event for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we enjoyed it. I always enjoy coming here. We was catching fish anywhere from 2 to 1 foot, and today they just left us. I mean, I don't know if the cool snap had them up there, but we was on a real good pattern. There's actually some brim beds. We caught some fish around some brim beds, and but today we had a 3-pounder we lost, and maybe one more, but it was tough. We probably didn't catch but 8 or 9 fish all day.
When you find those brim beds, especially this time of year, what's your favorite bait? What are you guys throwing at them to get them to bite?
Well, they were hanging around the real shallow docks, and we'd catch them on a light jig and a Cinco.
Sounds like a good, fun 2 days of fishing. Great job, Rob Lee, Steve Winslet, always catching them. So you dodge the walkers. They always catch them. Rob Lee and Steve Winslet, dangerous duo right there. They were a little bit ahead of you in the standings yesterday, so you dodged that. The dock's getting a little skinnier down there, guys. You doing the math in your head? You starting to count how many boats we got left? Because I've already lost count. I don't even know. Could be 8, could be 18.
I've already give up on it.
Just quit. Just get. You've got to dodge Josh Butts, and listen, that's not easy to do. It's not easy to do. And he says he's got 20 pounds. He actually texted me during the fog delay and said, will you tell Kay to let us go? I've got 20 pounds to catch. And I told him he had to take it up with Jason Duran, the assistant tournament director. Here comes the Rollins crew. How are we doing?
Not good.
Not good. Now, it's not good. What does that mean right now?
It means the cushion needs to be filled in with concrete.
Oh, my goodness. Those were fighting words for these people here at Lay Lake. The Coosa needs to be filled in with concrete. 657 yesterday for Mitch and Jackson. 593 today. You still had a good time, though, right?
Oh, yes. Anytime I can fish with him is a good day.
I was going to say, you guys are always smiling when you come across the stage. I've enjoyed getting to know y'all a little bit this year and look forward to 2025. Absolutely.
Roll Tide.
Oh. I would have turned the microphone off if I'd known that.
He's heard a lot of that, haven't you?
Uh-oh. Do you have 20 pounds?
No, 12:30.
Josh, you just ruined the suspense. Don't do my job.
21:30.
He had 1064 yesterday, Stephen McAvoy, Josh Butts. 12:30 today. You could have let me call it out and try to these. I like these guys a lot, okay? But we're trying to create some suspense here, Josh Butts, co-host of the Duncan Butts podcast.
You would be the one as a Tennessee fan to call out the wrong way, so that's good.
Did we just break up? All right, get out of here.
Hey, let me say something right now. Look at my beautiful wife down there. Look at her pic. She surprised me. She called us while we were fishing.
What did she say?
She said, I thought you were due in at 4 o'clock.
Were you?
No.
She was worried about you.
Yeah, she almost pulled a Trey McKinney is what she almost did.
Laura Ann Butts. Josh, we appreciate you, buddy. Love you, bro. The one and only Josh Butts, ladies and gentlemen. And we miss Laura Ann. Working for Bassmaster. She used to be here hanging out with us at the ABTs and ditched us for that Bassmaster crew. All right, Daniel. It's getting down. Oh, guys. I see them starting to stack up over here. And the ones that are stacking up are the toughest of the tough so far that you gotta get by. Do you see this one right here? It's either a lot of water, a lot of bass, or both, potentially. What's your guess? You hope water.
Yes, we'll hope for water.
You're hoping water. It looks like a sack full. And that Crush City weight bag. We're starting to get some teams stacked up over here. Yesterday, 1740 was the biggest bag we saw. Nicholas Turner and Joe Lay took the day one lead. Right on their heels, Fisher and Ryan and I was 1726. And it fell off a little bit to 15 pounds for Parnell and Wade. But anything can happen. We talked about it all day on live, just like Brett Harrell and Tyler Smart. 1376 right outside the top 10. 1715 today's got them in that Phoenix Boats hot seat. All right. The tanks are getting crowded over here. I see Miss Kay Donaldson and John Simpson surveying the situation. I feel like your anxiety level's really starting to pick up now. Can you explain that a little bit? Jason Duran was just yawning. This is not a yawning moment at all. You're not yawning.
I'm not yawning.
You're not tired, are you?
No.
Are you tired?
Not quite.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
This is going to be close. And I truly, me, Daniel Montgomery, John Simpson, Darian, Jason, we don't have any idea. We were on live till about 11 o'clock today. We saw a few things, but we had no clue that you guys had 17-15. So anything can happen. I'm starting to see some of the guys that were in the top 5 yesterday lingering around over here with these Crush City weigh-in bags. I see some smiles of the Rufo crew over there. 5th place after day one. Always smiling. We're getting ready to, I think we're getting ready to make your lives a little more stressful, boys. We appreciate you being good sports, having a fantastic event. Brett Harrell and Tyler Smart shaking up the game today on day 2 for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Your Alabama Bass Trail Championship for 2024 presented by Phoenix Boats. Your top 5 from day number 1, all staged up and ready to go. And as I've told these gentlemen, they've dodged some bullets, but the biggest ones are yet to come. All right, here we go. 5th place team yesterday. The Smiling Bandits is what I'm going to call. They're always in a good mood. Good to see you again. Brandon and Marshall Rufo, they had 1489. We got to spend some time with them on live, and they caught a big one right in front of us on a frog. Did it ever get any better?
We had a little flurry after that and caught another maybe 3-pounder, and then the last couple hours it just went cold on us.
You had that area pretty much to yourself, and man,
it's amazing.
Lay Lake is one of the, just fishiest looking lakes, but you guys were in an area that I could have spent 2 days in it for sure, slinging at all that cover you guys were fishing.
Yeah, it was unlimited, and the fish were all through there, so it was a fun 2 days.
No doubt about it, always smiling. Okay, 1489 yesterday, and they're going to add 1195. Not going to quite get you in that hot seat, but a fantastic event and an exclamation point on the 2024 season.
Yes, we're happy to finish with a good, solid tournament anyway. So
we're going to see you back in February next year.
You'll see us back.
Well, looking forward to it. Good to see you, boys. Thanks for letting us bug you today on live. The Rufos, Brandon and Marshall, great event. It's going to have them in 8th place. And we're moving the hots as if they needed more anxiety. We moved them right to the edge of the stage. Now, listen, I don't need you to get nervous and fall frontwards. It's not good. I need you to hang on. Brett Harrell and Tyler Smart dodging the Rufos. All right, boat 97. They had 1520 yesterday in 4th place. Joey Adderhold, Tim Hatcher. They've got 5 more today. 1042. Not going to get you in the hot seat, but a great event here at Lay Lake to close out the season.
That's what a 5-pounder will get you. I mean, Yesterday we had one. Today we didn't catch it.
It's very important to get that better than average bite. We've seen it from a lot of teams. These gentlemen right here leading had a 590 today. It goes a long, long ways. Great event. How did you catch them this week? Let's talk about that real quick to finish great in this 2024 championship.
Well, I caught them in the net.
Okay, well then we don't need to talk to you. You're not important to this conversation. How did you catch them?
Caught some on boat docks, caught some out of the grass, but mostly on my jig and some reaction innovation baits.
Sounds like a fun week of fishing. Great job, guys. All right. Goodness gracious. Blood pressure check?
Oh, it's got to be high.
It's pretty high right now. I feel like it is. We've got to spend some time with you gentlemen today on live. Trey Wade, Bradley Parnell, 15-21 yesterday, 4 bass today, 755. Not the day you wanted. I know hanging with you guys today, you got 2 pretty quick, but it was tough early. You were making a big run, and we haven't talked to you since, but looked like a just tough day.
Yeah, we made the big run, and it just didn't work out. But we knew if we made the run and the fish we found in practice, we would have a good shot at it. But then I made a pretty dumb decision after lunch and wasted a couple hours. So it's a learning curve. But we'll try it again next year.
No doubt about it. We'll see you guys in 2025. Great week here at the ABT Championship. I'm getting nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna tell you who's behind you right now, but I will tell you they were in second place. Okay. Oh, you shouldn't have turned, buddy. You shouldn't have turned around. I will tell you they won the final event at Guntersville, and I will tell you they had 17-26 yesterday. This is going to be a really big bullet to dodge. He says he don't have. Did you hear that? He says he don't have enough. Fisher and Ryan, and now y'all make some noise for this father-son duo right here. They need $1365 to get in these Phoenix hot seats and win $50,000. 1229. 1229, just a little bit short for Fisher and Ryan. Anaya, a great week nonetheless, and a great finish like all your finishes this year, I feel like, other than Neely Henry. We don't have to talk about Neely Henry, but great week. And Dad, another fun week sharing the boat with this young man who is becoming one of these names in bass fishing you better start worrying about.
I know it is. It's been a blast running the trail with him this year, and I hope we get to do it for several more years.
We sure hope that's going to be the case as well, Fisher. We know what you were doing. We're watching you on live. You guys are out there running around doing the live scope thing. Just couldn't get a big bite today?
Oh, we got a big one bright and early this morning, and it just kind of stalled out when the sun got up. And it's been usually when the sun gets up, they start firing, they group up, everything like that. But today they just kind of never grouped up. Our spotted bass were gone, so we had to target the solo largemouth. And our odds of catching one of them was slim to none, but we caught one each day. But, I mean, we lost 2 today out of brush pile that would have definitely helped us. It's just sometimes you can't win every one of them.
You want to, though. And we see that a lot. Next up, Bassmaster Team Championship. Got a chance at that little tournament called the Bassmaster Classic. No big deal, Ryan.
When are they going to let us know where it's going?
I'm not in charge of that. Jason Durant, listen, field all questions to Jason Durant. He's the assistant to the assistant tournament director. He makes all decisions right here in the corner in the third Phoenix hot seat right there. Anybody y'all want to thank while you got the opportunity here? Great end of the season. I know you're a little bit short, but awesome year in 2024.
I had to give all the glory to God. I mean, without him, none of this is possible. Me and him, I mean, it's been a blast. I mean, I can't imagine fishing with anybody else, and I hope the best for him and all the companies that support him. I mean, we're grateful.
Fisher, anybody you want to thank? Great words from Dad right there. It's been special watching you guys this year.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, all in my family. They just, I mean, without them, I wouldn't have the money to go travel and fish. So, I mean, even though I've had a great year this year, it's all because they've allowed me to go out here and fish every single day and put practice in. And, I mean, it's going to pay off eventually. So, we got big goals ahead of us, so we'll see how it ends up going.
Big dreams in bass fishing. We're here for it. Ryan and Fisher and I, y'all make some noise for him right there. Young man just graduated high school, and they have been tearing it up all season long. This just got real, okay? You dodged a big one right there. I would just like to tell you, these guys were leading yesterday. Nicholas Turner and Joe, his last name is Lay. Lay Lake, Joe Lay, and he basically owns this place. 1740 yesterday. They need 1351 to win $50,000. 1403, your champions, Nicholas Turner and Joe Lay. Harrell and Smart finished second, guys. Great event. Way to come back on day 2. They get it done on the home pond. Congrats, guys. Holy cow. Listen, Jason Duran spent most of the morning with you, and it was not going well. And we got off live, 2 fish? Yeah. When we ended at 11 o'clock, what turned it around to get to that 14-pound mark and $50,000 richer?
To be honest with you, we just old school. We got a good bit of knowledge of the lake, and we run some seawalls this morning, and he got a real good bite quick, and we probably stayed with it a little bit longer. And I had another good fish to blow up when the camera boat was on us, and then we just went offshore. And the fish that's out there is quality, but there's not a bunch of them. So you have to really work for them. And we stayed with them, and just beat and beat. And I caught a real big fish clutch late, probably close to a 4-pounder.
What time was that?
3:20.
320. Now, you said on live today if you had 15 pounds, you'd feel pretty good. You came in a pound shy of that, but it was enough for $50,000. How does that sound?
That sounds awesome.
That sounds pretty good right now. $50,000 sounds pretty good. What kind of baits got that $50,000 for you?
We don't own a live scope. And
you got 50,000 reasons to buy one now, though, just saying. We probably get you a deal on one.
We don't own live scope, but if we're going to continue to fish, we're going to have to, because we rely on old knowledge, and the younger generation coming up, they don't rely on old knowledge, they rely on technology. Current information, and they can come to a lake and compete with you that you've been on for 30 years. Not even.
And quick, too, right?
And they can go out to a brush pile and tell you what's in it. I'm standing down here throwing at it 15 times to convince myself there ain't one in it. They might not even cast in it.
Just roll on. Yeah. That live scope tells all. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, a friend of mine, he's got it on his boat, and it kind of aggravates you when you see how many fish is out there and you don't get bit.
Kind of make you feel silly, but you know what? Yeah. Won't make you feel silly. Winning $50,000. Hey, you took out the new school. Right here, old school, hold them up high. Nicholas Turner and Joe Lay, y'all make some noise. $50,000. They've won a lot of tournaments on this lake. Give me the smallest one. Hold them up out front. 2-day total of 3143. Jared right here on the platform. $50,000 worth of bass right there, John Simpson. That was a close one.
That was a close one. Yeah, that's the way you like to see it in, with some, where it's not just a blowout. Everything's real tight, but awesome ending. Yeah.
We like those stressful tournaments. I don't know that our teams like those stressful events, but we sure do. And Nicholas Turner and Joe Lay, he said boom, and that is right. Anybody y'all want to thank?
My wife, I lost my first wife, and she was really behind me. And I married another woman, and she don't understand the bassing game. She really don't, but she supports me, and she's been a good one.
A good woman is behind every good man, they say.
It's hard to find 2 good women in a lifetime. I had one for 27 years, and I got another good one. Because if you ain't got a good woman, you can't fish.
You can't do anything.
You can't fish because you got to have support at home. And I recently got a job where I'm off on some Fridays. I work 4/10s. And to compete with the younger generation, if you don't have time on the water, you don't play with them.
You've got to put the time in. You got to have that support.
I spent several days over here practicing, and I ruled out the fact that it was going to be one shallow. I said, it will not be one up there. I won't say you won't catch 1 or 2 up there in the morning, but it won't be one up there.
You guys mixed it up, though. You were shallow and deep. That local knowledge, you said yesterday, trash fishing a little bit. Trash and junk led you to $50,000.
That's right.
It's okay.
Individual pieces of junk and trash were offshore, so that's what I meant by junk and trash.
Worked out for you. Y'all give it up one more time. Nicholas Turner and Joe Lay junk fishing all the way to $50,000. We're going to give away the hardware and the big checks here in just a little bit. We appreciate everybody tuning in on ABT Live this morning and yesterday. Watching the weigh-in, everybody here at Beeswax. Nicholas Turner and Joe Lay, 31-43. Brett Harrell and Tyler Smart come up just short after a day 2 charge with 30-91. Walker Brown and Sloan Pennington, 30-21 in third. Fisher and Ryan and I settle in fourth place with 29-55. The Lollies, Sean and Davey, 29-08, lands them in fifth place. Nolan Spencer, Jonathan Reese, 28-91 in sixth. The Godwins, Noah and Cole Goblin end up with a top 10 here at Lay Lake once again, 28-13 in seventh place. Lucas Lindsay, Brennan Holt, 27-96 in eighth place. Chris Rutland and Kobe Carden take ninth with 27-07. And rounding out the top 10, the Rufos, Brandon and Marshall with 26-84. We'll be back in just a few minutes for our favorite part. Hand out the big call. We're not doing that? Darian's shaking his head. Oh, you were walking on the stage. Darian, you confused everybody right there, including myself. We'll be back to hand out the Happy Gilmore checks and the hardware. Stay with us.
The Alabama Bass Trail is brought to you by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Welcome to Minnow King. How can I help you?
Everything looks good. I'm friggin' starving, man. Been spawning all morning.
Ugh, TMI, bro. What do you want?
I'll take a Crush City freeloader and gizzard shad.
Anything to drink.
Water.
Pull ahead, please. Welcome to Minnow King.
We're gonna have what he's had. Yeah, throw me in a Ned BLT, too.
Pull ahead, please.
Calm down. Quit feeding him so much.
Hey, man, I'm trying to, man.
If you overfeed him, he's gonna hide under a log.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Orton, Hank Terry, let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
If you've been at Jack's as long as I have, you know what gets people in Mobile excited. Bacon! We're putting a whole heap of bacon on our new Ultimate Barbecue Bacon Burger. 6 slices of crispy hardwood smoked bacon with 2 all-beef patties, cheese, and our tangy southern barbecue sauce. Y'all, that's a lot of bacon.
Oh, I can handle it.
It's Bacon Mania with our new Ultimate Barbecue Bacon Burger. Or try our classic Big BLT or our Chicken BLT today. I'm Carrie Jackson, and I'm all about the South.
The Alabama Bass Trail is sponsored by Rapala, VMC, Crush City, TH Marine.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
I leave nothing to chance when it comes to hooks. They are the most critical part of the equation.
This is truly the best hook I've ever used.
Thinner, stronger, slicker, all the pluses that you really want in a hook. That red line right in the roof of her mouth, exactly where you want to get them.
When you have the opportunity to create something good, you might as well make this great, and I think that's what we did with the Red Line series of hooks.
In the relentless pursuit of domination on the water, one name stands above the rest. TH Marine's Atlas Jackplate. The power behind champions since 2007. The driving force that propels you to victory. More winners choose Atlas. For the fisherman who demands the best, Atlas delivers. Because every move counts. More winners choose Atlas.
Big companies get bigger and bigger and talk about their fancy labs where they study fish behavior. But then they all go golfing on the weekend. We don't have a large laboratory to test baits. Why, you ask? We don't need a big laboratory because our pros fish, our employees fish, our salespeople fish, our suppliers fish, our mold builders fish, our owners fish, and our kids fish. This is our laboratory. Our R&D comes from time on the water, learning how to make fish bite. We don't have other hobbies. We fish. We fish all year in all conditions across the whole country. All that time on the water brings us thousands of hours of testing new products and improving current ones for all species. We're a family-owned U.S. company that has many of our products made in America by American workers. The products we don't make in America, we make in Guatemala, which supports many families in that country as well.
If you've been at Jack's as long as I have, you know what gets people in Mobile excited. Bacon! We're putting a whole heap of bacon on our new Ultimate Barbecue Bacon Burger. 6 slices of crispy hardwood smoked bacon with 2 all-beef patties, cheese, and our tangy southern barbecue sauce. Y'all, that's a lot of bacon.
Oh, I can handle it.
It's Bacon Mania with our new Ultimate Barbecue Bacon Burger. Or try our classic Big BLT or our Chicken BLT today. I'm Carrie Jackson, and I'm all about the South.
Live coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail is brought to you by Garmin, Power Pole, Big Bite Baits, Mountain Dew, Yamaha.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
You let me see. Things you let me see.
If you've been at Jack's as long as I have, you know what gets people in Mobile excited. Bacon! We're putting a whole heap of bacon on our new Ultimate Barbecue Bacon Burger. 6 slices of crispy hardwood smoked bacon with 2 all-beef patties, cheese, and our tangy Southern barbecue sauce. Y'all, that's a lot of bacon.
Oh, I can handle it.
It's Bacon Mania with our new Ultimate Barbecue Bacon Burger. Or try our classic Big BLT or our Chicken BLT today. I'm Carrie Jackson, and I'm all about the South.
The Alabama Bass Trail, brought to you by Halo Fishing, Net Bait, Bait Fuel, Snag Proof.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Nobody wants to run out of power when they're on the water. There is a better way. Introducing the Charge Marine Power Management Station from PowerPole that does the work of 3 devices: a traditional battery charger, a charge on the run, and an emergency start system. PowerPole Charge.
Let's go!
Woo! Ooh, I love it.
Let's go. I think we should get smart.
Let's go!
And she got it good too. T-boned it.
Let's go.
I love it.
Cheers.
Let's go.
If you've been at Jack's as long as I have, you know what gets people in Mobile excited. Bacon! We're putting a whole heap of bacon on our new Ultimate Barbecue Bacon Burger. 6 slices of crispy hardwood smoked bacon with 2 all-beef patties, cheese, and our tangy Southern barbecue sauce. Y'all, that's a lot of bacon.
Oh, I can handle it.
It's Bacon Mania with our new Ultimate Barbecue Bacon Burger. Or try our classic Big BLT or our Chicken BLT today. I'm Carrie Jackson, and I'm all about the South.
The Alabama Bass Trail is brought to you by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Welcome to Minnow King. How can I help you?
Everything looks good. I'm friggin' starving, man. Been spawning all morning.
Ugh, TMI, bro. What do you want?
I'll take a Crush City freeloader and gizzard shad.
Anything to drink.
Water.
Pull ahead, please. Welcome to Minnow King.
We're gonna have what he's had. Yeah, throw me in a Ned BLT too.
Pull ahead, please.
Calm down. Quit feeding him so much.
Hey, man, I'm trying to, man.
If you overfeed him, he's gonna hide under a log.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Auten, Hank Terry, let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
If you've been at Jack's as long as I have, you know what gets people in Mobile excited. Bacon! We're putting a whole heap of bacon on our new Ultimate Barbecue Bacon Burger. 6 slices of crispy hardwood smoked bacon with 2 all-beef patties, cheese, and our tangy southern barbecue sauce. Y'all, that's a lot of bacon.
Oh, I can handle it.
It's Bacon Mania with our new Ultimate Barbecue Bacon Burger. Or try our classic Big BLT or our Chicken BLT today. I'm Carrie Jackson, and I'm all about the South.
The Alabama Bass Trail is sponsored by Rapala, VMC, Crush City, TH Marine.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
I leave nothing to chance when it comes to hooks. They are the most critical part of the equation.
This is truly the best hook I've ever used.
Thinner, stronger, slicker, all the pluses that you really want in a hook. That red line right in the roof of her mouth, exactly where you want to get them.
When you have the opportunity to create something good, you might as well make this great. And I think that's what we did with the Red Line series of hooks.
In the relentless pursuit of domination on the water, one name stands above the rest. TH Marine's Atlas Jackplate. The power behind champions since 2007. The driving force that propels you to victory. More winners choose Atlas. For the fisherman who demands the best, Atlas delivers. Because every move counts. More winners choose Atlas.
Big companies get bigger and bigger and talk about their fancy labs where they study fish behavior. But then they all go golfing on the weekend. We don't have a large laboratory to test baits. Why, you ask? We don't need a big laboratory because our pros fish, our employees fish, our salespeople fish, our suppliers fish, our mold builders fish, our owners fish, and our kids fish. This is our laboratory. Our R&D comes from time on the water, learning how to make fish bite. We don't have other hobbies. We fish. We fish all year in all conditions across the whole country. All that time on the water brings us thousands of hours of testing new products and improving current ones for all species. We're a family-owned U.S. company that has many of our products made in America by American workers. The products we don't make in America, we make in Guatemala, which supports many families in that country as well.
If you've been at Jack's as long as I have, you know what gets people in Mobile excited. Bacon! We're putting a whole heap of bacon on our new Ultimate Barbecue Bacon Burger. 6 slices of crispy hardwood smoked bacon with 2 all-beef patties, cheese, and our tangy southern barbecue sauce. Y'all, that's a lot of bacon.
Oh, I can handle it.
It's Bacon Mania with our new Ultimate Barbecue Bacon Burger. Or try our classic Big BLT or our Chicken BLT today. I'm Carrie Jackson, and I'm all about the South.
Live coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail is brought to you by Garmin, Power Pole, Big Bite Baits, Mountain Dew, Yamaha.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
You let me see. Things you let me see.
If you've been at Jack's as long as I have, you know what gets people in Mobile excited. Bacon! We're putting a whole heap of bacon on our new Ultimate Barbecue Bacon Burger. 6 slices of crispy hardwood smoked bacon with 2 all-beef patties, cheese, and our tangy Southern barbecue sauce. Y'all, that's a lot of bacon.
Oh, I can handle it.
It's Bacon Mania with our new Ultimate Barbecue Bacon Burger. Or try our classic Big BLT or our Chicken BLT today. I'm Carrie Jackson, and I'm all about the South.
The Alabama Bass Trail, brought to you by Halo Fishing, Net Bait, Bait Fuel, Snag Proof.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Nobody wants to run out of power when they're on the water. There is a better way. Introducing the Charge Marine Power Management Station from PowerPole that does the work of 3 devices: a traditional battery charger, a charge on the run, and an emergency start system. PowerPole Charge.
Welcome back to Lay Lake. We're fixing to wrap up this 2024 season from the Alabama Bass Trail North and South. An amazing championship. Miss Kay Donaldson, the woman that makes it all happen, one of the hardest working folks you'll ever meet, especially in this bass fishing industry. Another fantastic season in the books and another fantastic championship that came down to the wire.
It did. You know, this field was packed with really, really good anglers. And, you know, Joe and Nick have won an Angler of the Year before. They never won an Alabama Bass Trail event, and I guess in my mind I just figured that they have. They've been staples for the Alabama Bass Trail since 2014. They're a really special team, and I'm tickled to death for them. But we got a lot of great fishermen in this championship, and it's really cool to see a North team come up and get, you know, 3rd place. And they worked really hard, and those guys fish a lot, and primarily known as Tennessee River Rats. We got down here on the Coosa River and got it done. So ready to hand out a lot of money and start preparing for 2025.
Get some of these nice trophies out here. All right, let's kick things off. In 3rd place, going to take home $5,000. That's not bad for 2 days of bass fishing.
No, sir, it's not.
Not at all. Walker Brown and Sloan Pennington. Y'all can do better than that. Representing the ABT North, Tennessee River Rats, indeed. Catch them all over the place. And showing up and showing out here on the Coosa River. Take home $5,000 and some hardware. Congrats.
Good job, guys.
Mixed it up shallow and live scoping this week to take home the hardware and $5,000. Congratulations to Walker Brown and Sloan Pennington. Now in 2nd place. And you told me, you said, we're going to put out these Phoenix Boats hot seats, because we don't do that. Regular season events, we only roll that out for the championship. And you said, it needs to be dramatic. And I said, I'll shoot fireworks. I'll do whatever I need to do. And guess what? We didn't have to do any of that because we had our own drama, because it came down to the wire. They brought in 17-15 to take the lead early in the way in, and they sat in those seats for a long time.
They did, and you know, it's really cool to be able to award them not only the $10,000 for 2nd place, but also an additional $2,500 for being the highest placing Phoenix boat, to also give them $300 for carrying the Garmin. You know, that's what it's about for us. You know, we can't do what we do. We can't pay out a $100,000 no entry fee championship. No organization can, unless you have the logos that are on the back of this banner behind us. And these guys support these companies like Garmin. They support you know, companies like Phoenix, and so they're taking home the Phoenix $2,500. They're taking home the $300 from Garmin, and maybe a little bit more. I think they had a big fish in there. So all in all, I think it's $13,300 that they're taking home today.
Mountain Dew Big Bass of $5.90. Let's get them up here once again. Brett Harrell and Tyler Smart finishing 2nd place with a 2-day total of $30.91. A huge jump on day 2 on the strength of that 17-15 and a $5.90 Mountain Dew Big Bass. We made them sweat for a while, John Simpson.
Yes, we did.
I don't know if these guys like me anymore. We put them through so much up here. I was stressed too. Trust me. It's always good when you're getting the Happy Gilmore checks and the trophies. I did not negotiate a cut of the 2nd place money, so I guess that's shame on me. It was only if they won I was going to get my 10%. John Simpson was getting his 5%, I think. And last but certainly not least, with a total of 31.43, Nicholas Turner and Joe Lay take home $50,000 in the 2024 Alabama Bass Trail Championship. They got an extra $250 bonus. So $50,250, John. They should at least share that $250 with us, don't you think?
I think we need to cut.
We need to talk about that. We will. Joe's a good man. He'll talk to us about that $250. He might even let you hold that cardboard check, John Simpson. Your 2024 champions. Nicholas Turner and Joe Lay. Y'all make some noise for them one more time. Congratulations, guys. Really enjoyed it. Way to do it. 31-43. We appreciate everybody tuning in over the last couple of days and all season. We got one more Alabama Bass Trail 100 left on Wheeler Lake, and we will see you there.
This live coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail has been presented by AmFirst Credit Union and sponsored by Phoenix Boats, Landers McLarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, Jax, Garmin, Rapala, VMC, Crush City, Pro Guide Batteries, Mountain Dew, TH Marine, American Baitworks, and